Hi everyone. So today, in honor of the first week of school for us at the W, I wanted to talk about something that's really near and dear to my heart, and that is a trend that I see in prospective music majors that I find a little disconcerting. One of the reasons I started this vlog is I want to be an advocate for classical music, but also for the study of classical music in higher education. And I'm very heavily involved in recruiting in my role, both as administrator and also as a piano professor. And what I have seen on several recruiting trips are students who are passionate about music, pianists who are very advanced, who love what they do. But when you ask them if they want to pursue music study in college, the answer is no, and it is because they think that there is no money in music, that they cannot have a career in music, and that is something I want to address today. And there are three things I'd like everyone to kind of think about. Number one, your job is something that you will spend most of your life doing, if you think about it. If you pick something that you love, such as music, it will not feel like a job. It will feel like you're just living a wonderful, beautiful life. And I have seen people who have jobs and all they think about is, I look forward to retirement, right? That's what you hear them say. What kind of a life is that, right? When you can choose a life in music that doesn't feel like a job, that just feels like a lifestyle, which is really what music is. That's number one. Number two, I have never heard of anyone regretting majoring in music in college. Even students who have graduated and then went on to make a living a different way, they have always appreciated the rigorous study, the discipline, the ability to perform and speak in public, the ability to master vast amounts of material in a short amount of time and present it to an audience. Those are skills that can be applied to anything in life. And so I've never heard of anyone regretting music study. However, I have heard several people who have regretted not majoring in music in college because they were afraid and they chose the safer route, whatever that was, and now kind of really wish they stuck with music. And even more so, I heard and hear over and over again individuals who wish that they never gave up music study when they were children. And sometimes they do go back and pick it up later on, but it's very disheartening to hear that. You know, you really wish that people would pursue what they want to do as a career and not what they think is a safer option and not what they think will actually just bring this X amount of money. And the third final thing I like everyone to think about, if you're considering what you're going to study in college and you love music, you're advanced enough to pursue music, you have been studying particularly piano your whole life, you can double major. And this is something that's completely doable. And if your first major is music, you can get a music scholarship, and that first major will actually pay for your other degree. And a lot of people have done that. I have had friends who were pre-med, pre-law who did this. I myself had a double major. My second major was philosophy. So it is totally doable to double major and receive a music scholarship. And that way you can figure it out and see what you want to do. And I have known people who actually chose to stay in music as opposed to their other major. And of course, I'm one example of that, but there are others as well. But this way you have some options. And if you're a parent listening to this, like I said, you can get a music scholarship. And hint, hint, music has a lot more scholarship money than programs like pre-med. So it's just something to think about. Yes, it is tough. It will require a lot of discipline and work on your part, but it is possible. So please do explore the double major if you're not sure. Just final thoughts. You can have a life in music. It is a beautiful life. I will speak for myself. I am a professor. I have never regretted this decision. True talk, there may be days in my administrative work where I don't feel the joy, but I have never not felt joy teaching or not loved what I do as a professor. And you know, I can speak more about careers in music in a later video. For professors, disclaimer, of course, being a professor, it's very hard to get these jobs. You have to be super qualified, you have to have a doctorate, you have to go through a rigorous application interview process. It's very competitive, you may have to move for the job, but you get to do what you love every day. And as a part of your workday, you get to play the piano, you get to practice, you get to perform. And that's actually required. That's actually a part of your job, is to pursue your creative activities as a faculty member. So how cool is that? You get to make music for a living and continue to do what you love to do, and then to share it with others, to share it with future young musicians. It is a beautiful career. So that's one example, and there are so many. But I would seriously consider, if you are a pre-college student, if you are a parent of a pre-college student, if you know a pre-college student, please do encourage them to consider studying music as a major in higher education. If they go to a university or a college, they can double major. There is just really so many options and opportunities. As I said, there's always scholarships in music. It is something to not say, no, I don't want to do that because of, you know, some financial thing later on. Please do consider it. There are a lot of great programs. We have one here at the W. Please check us out. But there are a lot of great music programs around the country. If you have any other questions, I would love to address them. But it really has been shocking to see so many students who are afraid to major in music because of what that will afford them financially later on, because it's not true. You can have a life in music and support yourself with music, and it is a beautiful life. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope this has been helpful to anyone thinking about it. If you have any comments or questions, I'd love to address them. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.